I'm Elizabeth Ropp.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
Mary Hilson from Concord, pleased to meet you.
Hi. We're here to drop off 4,500 ballot petitions for Green Party candidate Dr. Jill Stein.
Okay.
Okay, so where do you want them?
That's Congressional District 1.
Yeah.
Well,
There you go. There's one if you guys.
so you know, 1,500 from each congressional district?
Yes.
More.
Yeah,
Oh,
more.
okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is two, and this is two. Yep, there you go.
What kind of grassroots effort was going on to get this?
This was led all by volunteers, and towards the end there was some paid staff, but the reason why the Jill Stein campaign was able to hire paid staff is because so many Bernie supporters donated money to her campaign after he endorsed Hillary. So this really was, an effort initially by people who are already with the Green Party, joined by Bernie Sanders supporters.
And for people that don't know her, what would you say makes her a strong candidate?
She's a strong candidate because she, again, is a really honest candidate. She doesn't take corporate PAC money. She definitely wants to make sure that people who are burdened by student loan debt are bailed out the same way that Wall Street was bailed out.
She's also leading us in a direction that's actually sustainable. So we won't be dependent upon a military economy. We won't be spending $650 billion a year buying the instruments of war.
Yeah,
Instead, we
54%
can
of
build
our discretionary budget.
infrastructure in America. We put people to work in America. And that would make a really big difference for our country going forward.
What's kind of the next step, I guess?
Campaign?
Campaign. What?
Jill Stein has qualified and will be on the general election ballot.
Tell me what peace means to you. Peace is the absence of war.
Peace means equality, not charity.
Peace to me means that we de-weaponize our own government and stop carrying a large bat around in the world as our means of interaction.
Peace means the survival of the human race.
Peace is in our nature.
Peace is giving everyone an opportunity to live their potential.
Justice and peace are synonymous with one another.
When I look at the American flag, I feel guilty for all the actions and atrocities that the U.S. federal government has done around the world, supposedly in the name of democracy, but actually in the name of capitalism.
Without peace, there's nothing. We're not going to make it.
Peace to me is coexistence, no matter what your opinions are, what your beliefs are, as long as you can get along.
Peace is a natural state of mind that has been corrupted by external influence. And until we stop being affected by external stimuli and focus on the introspective journey into the heart, that is when we will know peace.
Peace is much more than that, but maybe I don't know what is peace because it's a never-ending exploration into the depths of our existence as humans on this planet.
We very easily define war in our society. How would you define peace?
Peace is, I think, about relationships, about community. Peace is an affirmative engagement with the world, as opposed to a domination of the world, of the economy, and of the relations among nations. So peace is active, it's not passive. Peace is something we create by affirming the human community that we live in and the priority of human rights, international law, social and racial justice, and sustainability. That's how we get to peace.
Hi, I'm Rod Weber. All the clips you just saw and much, much more are part of a new documentary feature film, which I think you're going to like. So if you have a second, check out the trailer.
If you've gone to our town hall meetings here, I've met a friend of mine, a brother from another mother.
I'm Rod Weber, an artist and filmmaker. I began giving Flowers for Peace as a way to make a positive impact on the world. Suddenly, the internet had found out, and there were flower beard tributes and fan drawings, and even my image burned on a piece of toast. So, why not harness this positive energy and bring a flower for peace to all the presidential candidates to see if I could have a positive effect on the election?
This is my friend Rod. He comes to a lot of events. We're honored that you're here, Flower Man.
I was freeing hearts and minds one flower at a time. Sadly, Trump wasn't having it.
I witnessed an assault upon peace activist Rod Weber.
It scares people. They might think that they're free, but when they see an actual free individual, it scares them. Rod Webber was there.
You see what he's gotten written on his very dirty undershirt? It says, love is the answer. Get him out!
Trump's hateful claims channeled a dark energy sparking violence in some and outrage in others.
Black Lives Matter is a fake movement.
All lives matter in response to Black Lives Matter. It negates that it's saying Black Lives Matter too.
Why did you choose to do that? A lot of other people just kept silent.
You got to bear witness.
So I bared witness and kept giving out flowers. But in this new America, a flower was a dangerous concept as the FBI sought new scapegoats.
We face the prospect of terrorist-directed attacks, terrorist-inspired attacks.
How do you distinguish protesters and actual terror?
Threat from these fringe groups of domestic terrorism.
Giving out flowers and hugs got me on a terrorist watch list and an FBI raid with guns out and no warrants. It's terrifying, and you would think that we're, some kind of drug dealing cartel.
Officers actually entered the home with weapons drawn.
Just woke up to a pistol in my face held by a plainclothes officer.
They were all over the place. It's intimidating.
I'm just in utter shock right now.
They're kicking down the door in Kevlar vests. Looks no different than a night raid in Fallujah.
When the government sees its people as a danger, you've got to fight for peace. The question is, why is peace such a danger?
Keep the peace!
It is noble to seek the office of overseer. However, he who does should be above reproach, sober-minded, only married once, and not a great lover of money.
Am I in trouble?
What say you?
Am I in trouble?
And will you take a flower for peace?
If you liked what you saw, you can help by donating at gofundme.com/flowersforpeace. There's a lot that goes into this, aside from the cameras, the computers, the hard drives, and all the traveling to see all the candidates all across the country. I've seen all of the major ones. So we're talking in the neighborhood of 20 plus, if not getting close to 30. And that's even Green Party and Libertarians like Gary Johnson. So by my calculations, I've easily spent over $10,000 just in travel alone. And so this is a project that means a lot to me. And it's not about the money. It's about we need to keep going. And we really want to get this into film festivals. And that's not cheap either. By my calculations, we're looking at another close to at least $4,000, if not close to 10. If you want the breakdown on that, it's $40 per film festival. You got to put it out to about 10 of them just to get into one of them. So that's $400 right there. You want to do 10 of them, that's $4,000, and that's not including the travel expenses. So there's a lot that goes into this. If we want it to be seen by lots of folks, there's a lot to do. And hey, I'm just pulling it out of my pocket. So anything you can do. Oh, and by the way, the flowers don't grow, in the winter time. So people have asked me about that one. That's not cheap. I tried to do the math on that one. It's not as much, but probably upward of $400. But so if the point is, if you like what you see, the message is to spread peace. I've been handing out flowers to people on the street and then ultimately candidates and other people on the political scene, and just trying to make the world a better place. If you dig it, chip in, do whatever you can. Thanks so much, everyone. I love you all. Peace and love.